Today in Madden, how will the Raiders bounce back after a 40-6 loss? How will the Titans build off of an impressive win last week? Can the Chiefs rebound after a humiliating loss to the Jaguars? And can the Lions continue early season success? Let's answer all these questions on Madden's Week 6 predictions. Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode of ZA Productions. Today we are going to be predicting Week 6 of the 2025 season, and it's kind of my series now, so we're gonna continue it. And yeah, I'd say I was looking pretty solid last week, and I don't know if Madden did that well. They never do, so we'll see how they do this week, and we'll see how my predictions are this week. I'll be uploading them on Shorts shortly after this video drops, Shorts and TikTok, so please go check it out. And without further ado, let's dive right in. Alrighty, so I went 9-5 last week. Madden went 8-6. I should have just went with my gut with the Jaguars and the Patriots. I was pretty close to taking them, but I did not make the right decision. And there were some crazy games, like that Titans-Cardinals one. Unbelievable how that one ended. So, you know, it is what it is. I also just didn't believe in that Saints team, if I'm going to be really honest. So, looking at this week, though, we got very good matchups across the board. I mean, like, come on. This is just such a good week. You know, the Eagles and the Giants starting off Thursday night. That's why it's a Thursday night game. I mean, like, you got the Seahawks and the Jaguars, who are just coming off a huge win against KC. Then you have the Niners and the Bucks. Should be a good one. The Cowboys and the Panthers. That is just depending on how good the Panthers want to play. My game of the week, the Titans and the Raiders. Oh my, what a matchup this is going to make. I mean, like, two of the worst teams in the league, probably the two worst teams in the league right now. Maybe the Bengals are the exception for the worst team in the league, but I mean, like, how is this not your game of the week? This is the ultimate toilet bowl. Geno Smith versus Cam Ward. They're fighting for that number one overall pick. Can the Titans go back to back? I feel like that's the storyline right there. I mean, like, you got some good games though. You know, Detroit, KC, very crucial game. Broncos, Jets. Yeah. Rams, Baltimore, Rams, Ravens. Should be a solid test, but the Patriots and Saints, good one. Cardinals, Colts. These are matchups I like across the board. I mean, like, the Bengals and the Packers are playing, but we'll see. And, yeah, without further ado, let's get to simming these games. Heading over to Vegas, we'd have the ultimate toilet bowl matchup between the Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. Things would definitely be in the Titans' favor, as Cam Ward and his boys would have an 11-point lead heading into the fourth quarter over the Raiders, which would only grow bigger with a Cam Ward touchdown pass to Calvin Ridley here. They'd be up by 18 on this Raiders team. Pretty impressive if you ask me. But Geno Smith would try to get his rally started late with a rushing touchdown right here to cut the lead back down to 11, but it would ultimately not be enough, as this Titans team would get another touchdown, making it 28-10 and ultimately beating the Raiders. But heading over to Arrowhead on Sunday night, it would be the Kansas City Chiefs trying to rebound after an embarrassing loss last week to the Jaguars, going against the Detroit Lions in prime time. A huge matchup for mainly the Chiefs, but also a big game for the Lions, which would get started in their favor as a Jared Goff passing touchdown would occur for the Lions to Sam Laporta. But Mahomes would answer right back with a touchdown pass to Hollywood Brown right here, making it 7-7 in the third quarter, a low-scoring matchup between these two teams. But Jahmyr Gibbs would regain that lead right back for the Lions with a rushing touchdown of his own. And that would ultimately lead the Lions to a win of their own right here over the Chiefs, making the Chiefs 2-4 to start the year. Pretty wild if you ask me. But without further ado, let's check out the other matchups that Madden predicted. Alrighty, so going to New York on Thursday night, you know, Philly comes in and wins. Should be a good prediction by Madden, but I think it'll be a greater margin of victory for the Eagles. As expected, the Broncos will win by double digits against the Jets, is what Madden's saying, and yeah, another great prediction. I think another good prediction by Madden, the Jags beating the Seahawks. I mean, like, it is crazy how they're pulling ahead, but with how this Jaguars defense is playing, could happen very easily. Alrighty, so after we are just back on track, the Ravens are going to beat the Rams, according to Madden. Not possible, in my opinion. Cooper Rush just looks terrible with the Ravens. If this is really going to happen, this would be wild. The Dolphins putting BTA to a Chargers team who desperately needs a win. That would be wild. In the Steelers beating the Browns, nothing really new. I think this is probably going to happen, probably by a bigger margin, but we'll see. I don't think that Browns team is good at all. If they start Dylan Gabriel, they might have a better shot at winning this. I think they will. Who knows? As a Niners fan, this just pains me. Nothing crazy, though. This definitely could happen. I'm not going to deny that. Another big upset, Madden is saying the Saints beating the Patriots. This is probably not going to happen, if I'm being so real. I really think this Patriots team is legit, and Drake May is the next GOAT. He is so good. Cowboys beating the Panthers, definitely pretty realistic. Like, enough said, I think. This is a prediction Madden finally, has realism to. I think that this Colts team can easily blow out the Cardinals team if they get ahead early. This is a great, great, great Colts team. It's impossible to win against them, it feels like. Oh my God, this is another god-awful prediction. I thought we were back on track. This is terrible. Bengals over the Packers. Oh my God. Pretty standard for Bills team going against a shaky, NFC team. I mean, like, I did believe in the Falcons team pretty early on this season, but not anymore. They proved me wrong every single chance they get. And ending it off with our last Monday night game, Chicago versus the Commanders. This would be wild. I do not think this is going to happen. I think the Bears, they're looking good. Commanders are just looking better. But alrighty, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And please hit that like and subscribe button. We are so close to 50 subs, and it'd mean the world if you guys just do that. And, yeah, come back next week for some, great games to predict, as you can see right here. So, I will catch you guys on another one. Peace out.